president says Chicagoans are chanting, "Bring in Trump" after violent riot leaves 8 shot, 1 dead. So, Rob, I know you have a clip if you want to play just to kind of show the madness on what's going on. I'll read the tweet first. Go ahead. That's fine. Massive crime and rioting in Chicago Loop area. Multiple police officers attacked and badly injured. 300 people rioting. 6 victims shot. 1 critical and 1 dead. In the meantime, Governor Pritzker and the low IQ mayor of Chicago are refusing federal funding help for a situation that could be quickly remedied. The people are chanting, "Bring in Trump." Rob, show what happened there if you could. It's absolutely insane to see this. Folks, imagine you got kids and you're living in Chicago and your kids are, say, 17 years old, 18 years old. They're going to go out hanging out with their friends, and then they call you. "Mom, you won't believe what just happened. You're watching this on the news." How would you react? Go ahead, Rob.
On X from Alderman Brian Hopkins, who's, of course, one of the downtown aldermen. And this is the alderman speaking here, so that's who we're attributing this
Look
to.
at that.
He has posted a tweet on X, 300 juveniles, he says, rioting in the Loop now. At least 5 victims have been shot, 1 critical with life-threatening gunshot wound to the torso. Multiple police officers attacked and injured with mace and stun guns. At least 1 police officer has been hospitalized. That's according to downtown Alderman Brian Hopkins, who has been very vocal, Rob and Cheryl and Trey, about the need to have new rules of engagement for the Chicago police in terms of how they can deal with youth and how they can deal with large gatherings of youth that happen, as Cheryl, as you say, when the weather gets nice. And it became quite a political story, not just a few months ago. Brian Hopkins, one of the big advocates for.
At least 6 children were shot, including a 13-year-old, 2 14-year-olds, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, and then less than an hour later, a 14-year-old boy was shot and later died at the hospital, and an 18-year-old man was also wounded. This is Chicago for you. Vinny, your thoughts?
How many more times are we going to have to hear this story? Imagine, this is just the thing. This is gearing up for Thanksgiving and the Christmas lighting ceremony. How much more? And then every time this happens, the mayor comes out. It's all Trump. Trump is a fascist. He's a dictator. Pritzker, he's walking, barely breathing, and he's saying it's all Trump. Don't worry. No, this is just Chicago. It's not that bad. And I'm tired of these people. I have family that live there, and they're like, we're tired of it. In 805 murders in 2021, and then 4,400 people shot that year. The numbers are coming down, and as if they're bragging about it, Tommy, they're like, yeah, but it's not as bad as last year. Hundreds of people are dying in your little ass city. Drive-by shootings up, carjackings. Remember that video we played of that guy, Tom, that he was in the park? He looked like he was fearing for his life. He's like, please, Trump, please bring it. We need the help. And I don't know if you guys saw this or not. And Robbie, I just slacked you a picture of all the stuff that happened. Did you see what happened this past weekend? The young girl, Bethany McGee, Pat, 26 years old. She was set on fire on the train by Lawrence Reed, who had, guess how many arrests, Pat? You won't guess. And Rob, don't look. How many arrests do you think this guy doused this white girl with gasoline and lit her on fire? Guess how many times he was arrested, Pat, if you had to guess? 72 times.
What?
72.
Stop it.
Lawrence Reed, I'm going to go down from Chicago. This is happening in this great city of Chicago. 72 arrests. He's only spent how many years in jail, if you had to guess, guys? How many times did he serve and how much time combined
How long?
in jail?
How much?
He was in jail twice, and he's only served 2.5 years. That guy. And then, Pat, just going down. Timothy Bowler, 45 arrests. He killed Lawati Nareen. Alexander Dickey, 39 arrests. Killed Logan Federico. David Mazarigos, 33 arrests, killed Nicole Tanzi. And then DeCarlo Brown, 14 arrests, killed Irena. Go down, Rob. Let them see all these people. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about, Pat. This is unbelievable. And Pritzker and all them pretending it's not a problem and focusing everything on Trump. Chicagoans need to wake your asses up and stop voting for these people. This blind loyalty to your stupid ass party, sorry for my language, is nuts. And then you have Amy Klobuchar, who's saying that soldiers shouldn't take these orders, especially the orders when they're trying to send in the National Guard. People need it. It's a war zone, okay? People are not feeling safe. And by the way, that 14-year-old that you talked about that was murdered this weekend, ask his mother if she wants the National Guard in Chicago. Ask her. I bet you she'll say, bring the whole freaking army if it's going to be protecting us. Because it's not stopping, Tom. Every single holiday, every event. Wait till you see New Year and Christmas, Pat. What's going to happen in Chicago? Anybody want to bet how many people are going to get shot and killed? And they brag about it. Yeah, we shot Iraq. It's stupid.
Beat your prior best.
Yeah, it's just dumb, Pat. It's just driving me crazy. I have family that's in Chicago, and they all complain. They're not voting for this shit. It's the majority because people are giving them handouts, and it drives me nuts.
Tom.
This, you know what this is the outcome of? This is the downstream outcome of pandering to a voting bloc. That's what we have here. There are parents that are responsible, because sometimes when I say things like that, Pat, I get like maneced. When you're saying that, you're actually being a socialist on the other side. You're saying government should fix it. No, government can make laws and invest in schools and to do things to provide a framework, but then you got to have moms and dads and society, driving it. And what's right here, this is pandering and enablement coming home to roost, because pandering and enablement does not have standards. It does not have controls. It does not have, accountability. It's the other guy, your problems, your insecurities, your anger, your envy, your greed. That's the other guy's problem.
Yep.
All those bad things. Oh, that's because of rich people, or because of a guy that has a job and operates 2 dry cleaners and employs 6 people. Yeah, that's business owners. Boy, that's bad people. And that's the whole thing. This is the downstream outcome of pandering to people and giving them it's a P word, purpose. If you have no purpose in your life and you're just entitled and you expect to be given everything, then you live this life out of control. And that's what we're seeing in Chicago. A life out of control, number one, sprinkled in with immigrants that are the worst of the worst, as they've said. Those weren't freedom fighters, not all. Those weren't refugees. And do I think there were some Bet David families that were coming across Eagle Pass, coming from Mexico, trying to get out of areas where the cartels were? Yes, I do. But there's a way to bring them in. There's a way to do it. And this is the downstream effect, what we have. No purpose, no accountability, pandering to the voting bloc. This is the outcome.
And Pat, explain to me, because I know it's going to be extremely difficult, maybe impossible. How can you be arrested 72 times or 73 times and you've only spent 2.5 years in jail? How? And then people are like, wait, it's an isolated incident. The mayor said he's pouring gasoline on this girl that's probably going to go see her family and then lighting her ass on fire. Thank God she survived. She's fighting for her life. But make that make sense to me. How is that system not broken? I just don't get it. 73 times? How many times? It's a joke to me. It's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, listen. A lot of this is theatrics, where you're playing theater, you're playing to the big screen, and you're getting a lot of the local families that are coming and calling them out, and he's just looking at them like this. Yeah. I will not be answering questions like that when you are using this opportunity to disrespect me. I will go to the next person. Yes, sir.
Jeez.
And
I see that.
You see that, yeah. But you know what? This is part of, and he promised a lot of things he wasn't going to do, that he wasn't going to do. Now he's asking for taxes, all these other things that he said. Adam, do you have any thoughts on this story?
Yeah, of course. So, they say you're only as strong as your weakest link. Chicago, whether it's real or not, they seem like the weakest link in America. I don't know if it's actuality. I don't know if it's just sort of the narrative, but they seem like the weakest link in America. They keep voting for these Democratic socialist mayors type people. Who was the mayor before this guy, Brandon Johnson?
Lightfoot.
The lady
Mayor
who looks like
Lightfoot.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, horrible.
So
horrible.
Something's going on in Chicago where they keep voting for these people. My assumption is it's relegated to certain areas. We on the last podcast, we're like, it's going on in Dearborn. And I'm like, listen, Dearborn's Detroit. It's 15 minutes outside of Detroit. And everyone's like, no, it's not Detroit, it's Dearborn. It's not Chicago. This isn't going on in downtown Chicago. It's going on in like Garfield Park or whatever that is, or the south side of Chicago. So if it were me, I would hyper-focus on the area, not the name of the city. So what is the area that's causing all these problems? And if I were Trump, I would clean this thing up.
It's multiple spots. The Christmas lighting tree ceremony wasn't in some random spot. It's downtown. This is hitting home. Adam, people are scared to go outside.
I agree with you.
That's not supposed to be in America.
Then why do they keep voting for these people?
Because they're giving them, they're incentivizing. And it can't be just off of race. It can't be off of we're going to promise you this.
That's a very small segment that's quote unquote being purchased by EBT
Well,
cards.
okay, let me ask you a
There's
question.
probably white
If-
liberals.
if-
There's probably white guilt.
Adam, if-
there's probably just normal
Okay, ready
Democrats.
for this? Lightfoot, under Lightfoot. Thousands of people are getting shot. The city is a mess. Why would you vote for another
That's
person
what
of
I'm
the
saying.
same party?
Then if it's really that bad, you would make a change.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Thank God we live in Florida.
Yeah.
But
Stockholm syndrome. They like their views.
simply what I'm asking is it as bad as we perceive it is? That's all I'm
Yes,
asking.
when family members are telling me like, bro, it's bad. Chicago's not. There's areas that are good.
So you have
obviously, in
family there?
suburbs. Yeah. And
Why do they
they're
stay?
Adam, they're from there. You can't uproot somebody that's just been there their entire life, their family,
That's
their
not
school,
true.
their everything.
He's from Iran. He left.
different, yeah, but different folks,
You're
different
from
strokes. I understand.
Yonkers,
But
you
Adam,
left.
but some people
Tom's
are.
from
they
Canada, he
they-
left.
They don't want to leave. They love their place.
Okay.
They want the system to change. They
I
don't want,
agree with you. They should make a change. But if it's so bad and they fear for their safety, should probably get the hell out of there. No.
Well, it's getting to that point. So
The FLB shoes. By the way, I am officially on, let me see this. I'm on day 57 out of 58 that I've worn these shoes. Love wearing these shoes every single day. I think Vinny's got it on. The other night we went to dinner. Vinny was wearing this black pants, white shirt with the FLB shoes. We walk into the restaurant, 7 girls lined up waiting to meet with Vinny.
one girl was crying. She was crying. She was shaking.
She was crying. She was shaking.
The shoes. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't.
Are you
So-
Ringo Starr?
So for those of you guys that are asking about getting the shoes before Christmas for your husband or your sons or your friend, this is what you want to be thinking about. Size black and brown. Size black and brown. Let me see this thing here from Black and White. So let's go to partners or what's available. So size black and brown. If you want to get them, size 9, 10, and 11 are available to get before Christmas. White, all sizes are available except for 7, 7.5, and 8.5. Navy, 8, 9, 9.5, 10, and 11 are available before Christmas. Of course, after Christmas, shipment is coming. That'll be here New Year's. These things, we can't even keep these on the shelves, to be honest with you, with the shoes. Once you put them on, just go read the reviews with people reading reviews writing reviews when they bought them. Once you put them on, you'll realize why this has become as hot of an item for us as we expected it. Took us 2 years to do this, Rob. If you want to play the clip on that, we'll get into the stories. Here's the FLB shoes. Go for it. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. I love it. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. Folks, if you haven't yet ordered one, we had 2 guys yesterday that ordered 4 of all colors. And one of them was from UK. The other one was from Belgium or something like that, ordering these shoes. If you want to find out how it matches against everybody else, go to vtmerch.com. On the homepage, you'll see the shoes. Click on the link to go learn more about the shoes and place an order for your husband, for your spouse, for your son, for somebody maybe that works for your company as a recognition. And go to vtmerch.com to place your order.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.